Now, it's thought to be one of the South's most sensitive marine environments as being harmed by chemicals and pollutants that end up in the water. But the extent of the damage to wildlife in Langstone Harbour is not fully understood. Now, though, scientists at the University of Portsmouth are hoping to find out more about how animals may be affected. James Ingham reports.
So what have we got here?
We've got a common shore crab. You've got Littorina, which is a periwinkle.
The diversity of marine life, these tiny animals thriving in the muddy waters of Langstone Harbour. But there's evidence that they're under threat.
So this is a little amphipod crustacean called Echinogammarus marinus. And in this harbour, we find that they've got very low sperm counts compared to other places in the UK. And we think it may be due to pollution. If these have got low sperm counts, then inevitably there'll be less of them here to feed the birds and the fish.
To find out more, Professor Ford is collecting samples from around the harbour. The animals will then be analysed for a range of chemicals that end up in the water here, directly from us. Some of them pouring out at the end of pipes like this, when sewage works can't cope with demand.
Obviously clear evidence of faecal matter. You can see it just floating on the top of the water. It's just starting to come out, but there are sort of sanitary towels and wet wipes all around here. But the things that we're interested in at the moment is the chemicals that we can't see that are in the water. The pharmaceutical pill can cause sex changes in animals. We know that a large proportion of the population take antidepressants, and those two were designed to change the behaviour of humans, and they change the behaviour of wildlife when they're being soaked in them as they come out here. And of course there will be the illegal drugs that people are taking, so we will be able to detect things like cocaine and heroin in water just like this.
There's also the products we use in our kitchens and bathrooms, pesticides and fertilisers from farms, and water running off roads mixed with fuel and oil. This study's been sponsored by a newly created campaign group that brings together numerous groups concerned about this chemical cocktail.
We know that there are probably about 150 million chemicals in existence, and research shows that between 30 and 80,000 come through sewage works. And yet the testing and the surveillance across our waters here was very, very poor, very light touch. So we want to go deeper and look at really what's in the water. We want to use that information to start to influence the powers that be to take this matter very seriously.
It's hoped this will increase awareness of pollution and its various sources, giving this water a fighting chance of a cleaner future. James Ingham, BBC South Today, Langstone Harbour.
Now, on January